This is a 33-minute crash out video of one of Hercules. But first, some rules. Every time it is mentioned that she lives in a cardboard box, Alexis mentions her scars, or her scars are mentioned. Alexis thinks or talks about a mathematician. Sarcastic parentheses. Misogyny/bullying is used. The heir to the house of Ares, Augustus. The son of Ares and Aphrodite looked more like a savage warrior than a professor. Evil incarnate. Now we have two evil incarnate. Charon and Augustus. Charon, Augustus, Patro, and Achilles are the four heirs of the chthonic houses as far as I'm aware. There might be more. There's probably more. I rubbed at my hair tie cover wrists. Fear made it hard to breathe. The hair tie wrists! And his powerful muscles bunched as he walked into the classroom, his hands the size of dinner plates clutched into... Hey girl, I really hope he isn't one of your love interests, because if I have to read a sex scene about his dinner-sized hands, I hope he kills you. Suddenly, this description of sinful handsomeness, disturbed powers, and divine rage made perfect sense. It fit him. Augustus was a frightening amalgamation of sharp edges. Dark stubble covered a harsh square jaw. As most of you already know, Augustus continued, I am known for my honor. I will not torture you just to torture you. Everything we will do in this classroom has a purpose. I see we have a girl in the class this year. He stared down at me. That is unfortunate. Let's go misogyny! I opened my mouth to dispute it, but my mouth was dry and I was tongue-tied. Oh, that's... I struggled.
Ding, ding.
Future generations will have to suffer because of your stunt. Have you thought of that? Or are you just selfish? What stunt, motherfucker? She was literally dragged here. She was fucking dragged here against her own will. What do you mean? Because of your stunt. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off. It's a dead language for a reason. Someone needs to kill it again. Also, whoever invented it should be stabbed 23 times in the back. Why am I so hateable? I'm literally just trying to live a good, short life. He switched to Latin and asked, How long were the Spartans trapped? I coughed, hacked up a lung for a minute, then said, They are still there today. The House of Hades has blocked any rescue efforts. 5, so we've made progress. It's been at least 10 pages and we've only had 6 drinks, so we're good. And I was so tired and cold I could barely stand up straight. In the library, I curled up, flung myself face forward. Charon, a few hours earlier. I stood in the boat, dying of boredom as I waited for the idiot boys to finish their first lap of the circuit. When the Federation had randomly forced me to work the Crucible this year, a decision that still didn't make any sense. I'd assumed the torturing of Olympian spawn would make it a little fun. I was wrong. Ennui had already set in. My fingers itched with the urge to palm my knife and stab something. Preferably, someone. I wanted to be in the forest hunting titans. Needed it like I needed oxygen. Craved it like a cyclops' desired blood. I'll kill them all. The fact that I'm suddenly craving, like, my dad's peanut noodles. Is that bad? Why am I... I'm just hungry. I'll kill them all. Something, yada yada, assembly of death, something about the Federation being emo goth. Is Cronus not a bad guy in this? Cronus is usually a bad guy. Is he not a bad guy in this? Okay. Anyways. She had been so helpless at my complete, non-existent mercy, and yet even half asleep, she'd fought like a wildcat. Like, the wounds in her hand reopened, so it was like her blood poisonous or something? I was the hunter of my generation because I knew how to play the long game. I always caught my prey. I'm going to devour you. For example, a female mutt it may participate in the crucible. He looked at me pointedly, black eyes glinting fiercely. But, he continued, for an heiress to do so would be the highest dishonor, and if she survived, which would be highly unlikely due to her genteel upbringing. Extreme methods would be taken, like an arranged marriage, to save her honor. If they... No. Guys, I hate being right. I hate being right. Apparently I was distracted by smutty drawings of male genitalia. I'm going to hell. You're the one who decided to participate in this. Did I? No! No! You were forced into this! They literally kidnapped... This book is so boring. It's like not even bad enough for me to be constantly angry at, but just bad enough that it's just bad, so... I get a treat. Aquatic moan of my people. Time got hazier. More tests were given. We sprinted, hobbled through the circuit. She's racist? Jasmine Mass has to be at least a little racist. This shit wouldn't be happening otherwise. Nostrils flaring, Patro cracked his knuckles. Genuine question. What in the fucker is wrong with you? I'm not gonna read out the next part, but there's more sarcastic parentheses. Oh my god, suddenly the old beliefs that women had hysteria problems didn't seem to be so far-fetched. I could see it. Case in point, I was a woman, and I was hysterical. I'm drinking for me. More sarcastic parentheses. More sarcastic parentheses. Charlie was human. He was homeless. In a cardboard box. Lonely. Probably missing me, like I was missing him. The audacity of man persists. I'm gonna take 2 drinks. That's rich, Patro snarled. Going from the abandoned female mutt. It's not that you shouldn't even exist. Oh my god. Your only option is to kill them or to fuck them. Son of Artemis and Erebus, the half-creature, the half-murder of Christos, pulled off his dark creature hood. What's a creature hood? What does that mean? Jasmine, what does that mean? Obviously, we have to forgive them for their misogyny, because they're so sexy, guys. Like, it's true enemies to lovers, so it's okay for them being dicks. They're just too sexy. She'll just give in eventually. She won't give in. This is why the author has created 10 plot devices to have her get married to 6 different guys and to use her as a breeding program. Patro is not bloodthirsty enough for him? Who does he want to marry, Satan? Charon leaned his hip casually against the edge of the counter and picked up a pastry. Let's just say there's a loophole in progress. I've got my eyes on someone, and one might say I'm becoming obsessed. Why is he looking at me? No! I hate him. Michiko, hold still. Hold still. Charon's the type of guy that if he existed in 2020, like late 2020, early 2021 TikTok making thirst edits, especially if he had a mask on, he'd be doing numbers. Like, people are in fact going crazy over this man. I was beyond worried. Be worried. Be so worried. Plead for mercy and beg for a quick death. I cautiously ate food, sang a depressing song that I made up on the spot, extremely off-key, lay face first in the sea and half-heartedly tried to drown, told Nix in detail the plot of my favorite Emmy and Carl fanfic. Emmy and Carl are the mathematicians she's been talking about since chapter 2. Woke up and chugged iced water, hummed Mozart's Symphony number 41 until my throat burned, to a mention of randomly mentioning classical music. Yet for all of my rest, 3 showers in a row, sarcastic parentheses, to a mention of math. Also, apparently his parents hated him because they named him after a limit. Who did that? I have a lot of thoughts. None of them that I can particularly articulate. I think it's just a lot of screaming. Theros spread his arms wide, unharmed by the fist hovering a foot in front of his face. His vulture flapped his wings. No person or thing can touch me, not once I've engaged my shield. He smirked like he was invincible. Augustus dropped his arm and smiled back. How long can you hold it? He asked. My longest, 2 hours, but who knows? Theros winked. At me? Help!
Future Tatum here. What I forgot to say is that at this time they think that Theros and Alexis are siblings, so that's not a great interaction.
And flexed. Every day I push my limits farther. Augustus' smile disappeared. He stared at Theros like he was dirt under his boots. Why the sudden change in demeanor? I haven't read to you guys yet what they say in the beginning of the book. Because there's a content warning. Let's see. I've had 2 more drinks that I haven't written down. Okay, content warning. This is a true enemies to lovers Hercules retelling with a twist. The book is full of suffering, violence, sarcasm, and gallows humor. It's a slow burn, and the villains will get the girl in the end. Sometimes becoming a hero hurts. A lot. Beware. Now, Percy Jackson is a great example of sarcasm, gallows humor, slow burn, and proper use of mythology. Here's the Percy Jackson series. Now, we have when Percy and Annabeth meet, like right around here, and then this is when they have their first kiss, and this is when they agree to start dating. This is a slow burn. I chuckled at myself at the thought, then frowned. Apparently, I now found murder funny. This was a rock bottom. Instead of addressing Theros, Augustus suddenly looked down at me and pointedly held eye contact. Oh crap, he definitely heard that. Augustus made a disturbed face, then looked away from me with a grimace. Now who's the top dog in the classroom, huh? You're the top chihuahua for sure, but like, I don't know. Because both male and female sirens are extremely amorous, with overly exaggerated secondary sex characteristics, they're most known for providing sexual entertainment at symposia. As an asexual being that just wanted to rot in peace, the siren lifestyle was not relatable. I was able to get through 30 being halfway through my drink. I'm 10 pages and I'm halfway through my drink now. Even the bullying's bad. I hate you. I think this book's gonna turn me into a misogynist, guys. I'm starting to hate, like, maybe not hate women. Obviously, I love women. Because every night, to cleanse my palate after reading this, I go and I watch Arcane edits Pacifica. Mancha. At least none of them have caged her against a wall so far. I appreciate that. Karen took a step closer. I really like that. Right below another bulging, because I'm not a big fan. He was millimeters away. His body heat burned. Okay, I liked it when they did an arcane. But that's because it was women. Twisted my lower stomach. I think I just don't like edgy men. Long, burning hot fingers grabbed the back of my neck in a vice. Not really a big fan of the loner type, you know? Oh, I hate men. Let me just get my Coke stains off of my beautiful work tie. I didn't fucking care if Aphrodite and Artemis said that I wasn't progressive. It wasn't about women being as tough as men. It was about the fact that they shouldn't have to be. Spartan women were rare and needed to be protected at all costs. The future of our society depended on keeping them safe. Have we considered just not having the Crucible whatsoever? Instead of just excluding women from the Crucible. Get rid of the Crucible. If you are having a population issue, do not kill off your population. When I stood a foot away, I leaned close, discreetly inhaling her intoxicating scent. A growl burned in the back of my throat. Bear with me for a moment. When they say growl, do they mean like... Or like... How do they do it on TikTok? There was like a phase where people were doing this on TikTok and it was kind of interesting. Because I don't know how you make your voice do that. It was like... Say my name, he ordered. Now, Alexis. Karen? I muttered. Did you just say Karen again? What? No. I squinted. Wait, can you pronounce it again? Long fingers dug into my scalp, but then he yanked my head back. He towered above me, torso close to my face. His cruel, ice blue eyes full of violent promises. Say Charon. Now. Charon. I swallowed thickly. Sorry, sir. Charon took a step towards me. I took another step back. Scared little girl. Achilles had Patro's face against his lap. I'm skipping parts. You don't need to hear all of this. This is not necessary. So anyways, Patro is giving Achilles head. How old is this author? Is she a proper adult? Because if she's not an adult, I'm sorry that I've been making fun of your writing so bad. Also, who gave you unrestricted internet access? I'm gonna call you Fluffy Jr. Spoiler, Fluffy Sr. dies off screen. Sarcastic parentheses. Look at me. How? That's what it sounds like. Wait, Zeus wants to meet with her. Like he wanted to do it again. Like he wanted to hurt me, break me, destroy me, torture. Ooh, so edgy, so scary. Ah! It's worse. He's not trying to get into her mind. Oh, he just got extremely close and now he's like breathing in her ear. Oh my. This is so much worse than torture. He was backing me into a corner, a predator playing with its food. Oh, gross. Okay, anyways, back into it. For now, he said, but didn't move. Like he knew how much standing in his presence was getting under my skin. You're dismissed. I stumbled blindly towards the door, refusing to give the monster my back. Oh, and one more thing, he called as I stepped across the threshold, so close to freedom. He was toying with me. I whimpered. Your Pythagorean scores will only carry you for so long. I don't give a fuck that you're a math prodigy. He chuckled cruelly. You are a woman in a man's world. For math, for misogyny. Someone else might have to step in and do it for you. You've been warned. Ha ha! I agree, girl. What the heck is happening right now? What does he mean about stepping in? He's gonna kidnap you. Run away. He's gonna kidnap you. He's literally. You see, girl, you didn't see his perspective, but he wants to chain you up to his bed. He's a freaking a weirdo and not a fun way. Like, if you're gonna cuff me, at least ask first. At least get my permission. It felt like I was missing something. Something big. Yeah, you are. You are? It's called a red flag, and they're waving it like it's a fucking. Girl, they don't hate you, they want to fuck you. You would think in the great year of our Lord, 2091, the rumor about the birds being part of the bourgeoisie and they've been replaced by robots would be gone. And it wouldn't be a fear of hers. And you... Was the first draft of this book written in, like, 2021, 2022? Is that what's happening here? I'm burping a lot now. It turned into an orgy. I'm gonna read this for the class real quick. In contrast, my mentors were the only Spartans I'd seen who were completely ignoring the sirens. Maybe romance isn't dead? Achilles looked up, vermilion eyes locked with mine, and Patro turned his head to see what Achilles was staring at. My heart skipped a beat. Patro smirked, then he turned back and dragged his tongue possessively across Achilles' throat. He licked the edge where the skin met muzzle. I blushed and looked down. When I glanced back, they were both laughing at me. Patro blew me a mocking kiss, then winked and lowered his head to Achilles. Oh my god, how many times is she gonna watch him blow Achilles before she goes, you know what? I'm done. I never want to read the words engorged penis ever again. Piss blood, I curse you, so that all of your blood turns into piss. They're being roofied! Oh my god! Charon's been here the whole time. And now he's stalking towards Alexis. Because she's stripping. Uh-huh. Oh, he's the pianist. Oh no. Oh my god, and Augustus is there? His lips hovered next to my ear. This isn't a game, Alexis. My name rolled off his tongue like a confession of sin. I know who you are. Is this about my meeting with Zeus? He didn't remove his fingers from my neck. I was at his mercy, caught in his snare. Heat pooled in my lower stomach and everything got hazy in a dreamlike way. The scent of ozone filled my nose and invisible electric sparks leaped between us. Warm lips brushed against the shell of my ear. You have no idea just what you've done with your little display, what you've started. Goosebumps exploded down my spine. He inhaled deeply, then let out a guttural moan, like he couldn't help himself. Like, Oron doesn't understand what Augustus said to Alexis, but all he understands is that Alexis looks extremely uncomfortable now. So he, is holding Alexis and is trying to, help her out of the booth so she can get somewhere where she feels safe. And Augustus doesn't like that Oron is touching her. Oh, I'm about to read a sex scene, aren't I? Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody delivered Oron's body parts to her. God, am I starting to get invested? A male siren sitting next to her shifted closer, staring at her with pure lust. I ground my teeth together. Missed a note. My thighs bunching. It took every ounce of control I possessed not to stand up and throw my dagger into his throat. Slowly, I grabbed my throbbing stroked. The pleasure was otherworldly. I squeezed. A male siren whimpered as he pressed himself flush against me. Growling, I pulled my hand away and shoved the man off me. He fell to the ground and I kicked him, then grabbed a drink off the tray and threw it back. The ambrosia burned deliciously. It was time to get to work. I had prey to ensnare. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, costume change. She's a daughter of Zeus, right? She has to be if she's Hercules. We're not fucking with that, right? He ripped at his own flesh. I stood still and watched as justice was served, and smiled. Ooh, edgy McEdgelord. Alexis, who did you picture? I saw Charlie.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
He's my... Augustus's expression twisted with madness. Poco hissed, "Who the fuck?" He walked forward and stopped an inch away from where I sat. "Is Charlie." His stance was wide and he loomed above me with his hands fisted. Why does he freak out about everything I say? Swallowing thickly, I tipped my neck back. No one. No! His fingers were wrapped tightly around my upper arms and his hard chest was heaving. He was pressed flush against me and his hot breath was the warmth tickling my ear. He was pinning me against the wall with his butt. I think we're about to be down to 5. Maximum just kissed Alexis. Oh my god, why do they keep sending her eyeballs? Oh my god, and they took off his fucking lips? My uncovered rubbed against the hard planes of a muscular chest. She did not want to dance with them, and now one of them is groping her tits. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? She just tried to get away from them, and she fucking need him. And instead, instead of letting go, he's holding her knee there, and he just groaned. Oh, they are both so horny, and they are pressing up against her, and she's very clearly trying to get away, and this is assault. Alexis almost killed a Titan, and she said Domus, and it took her immediately to Augustus and Charon. If, once again, I'm right, I'm a genius. I'm not a genius, the author's just stupid. Murder him! He's just a boy! Hit him with your car! Guess who was fucking right again? She can hurt people with her own fucking blood! Remember when I said because her hand, the scabs opened and her blood got on him? Hades is upset with Zeus because, oh my god, he thought she was dead. And like, Hades goes, "Daughter, is that you? You look so much like your mother." And then Persephone comes barreling through and calls her Hercules. No! I don't want to do that. My partner and I sent Alexis Hurt 2 betrothal gifts. My partner and I sent Alexis Hurt 2 betrothal gifts. 2 boxes, he said proudly. Each box was wrapped in red velvet and a black silk bow with a gold trim. Was tied at the top in proper grammar. Each contained 2 of the 3 customary gifts. Symbol of our protection were laid atop priceless heirlooms. On the other side of the aisle, Patra's expression was furious and Achilles' posture was rigid. His arm was stretched across Patra's chest like he was physically restraining him from causing a scene. Charlie sat stiffly beside the 2 of them. His yellow irises were wide with concern. What the fuck is going on? Okay, so they said you may kiss the bride, and Charon's like, everybody get fucking out. Chapter 32. But you belong to us. Patro. My knees cracked against the floor of our home. Smoke billowed. Launching myself upright, I grabbed Achilles by the front of his shirt and shoved him into our bedroom so we could have privacy from Alexis's brother. I kicked the door behind me and shut it with a loud bang. You should have let me stay, I said through gritted teeth, jaw aching from the force of my rage. We should have intervened. Maroon eyes flashed with warning. Achilles pushed back at me, and we grappled. What do we do? I asked, desperation making my voice crack. The question hung between us like a grenade. Achilles slowly signed. We find a way to take her away from them. I inhaled sharply, rubbing at my chest. The branded scar tissue was lumpy beneath my touch. She'll be ours? Achilles' eyes blazed with fire as his fingers moved quickly. She already is. She just doesn't know it yet. At least he asked for permission to kiss her. Whoa, wait, hey, wait. Wait! They don't want to kiss her on her upstairs lips. They don't wait to get back to the bedroom to consummate the marriage. They do it right there on the fucking altar. Remember when Augustus said you'll get an hour-long punishment and you better not kick me again or you'll get another one? Okay. So we are immediately going into it with him saying, this is your punishment. You have 1 hour before you're allowed to. Maybe let her cross that finish line a little faster as like a preemptive gift. Save that hour-long punishment for another day. Like, give her a reason to like you, not hate you. Jesus Christ. Also, she's a virgin going into this. She's a virgin, guys. Just a quick reminder. The three of us are going to be the villains of the New Age. The Federation will fall. Okay, so like, something about their marriage has quite literally chained them together in a metaphysical sense. And she got upset with them, and she could feel the scorching pain in her chest as she was upset with them. And Augustus and Charon, like, moaned with pain in their sleep. That is a direct quote. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus fucking Christ. And this all happened in Italy.